Hello everyone, Black Sentinel here, playing some more Danganronpa. We are now entering the trial of chaos of a 16th student who has been mentioned far too many times. But it's Ikusaba. I'm almost positive that's her body. I mean, she's got the Fenrir tattoo. If it's kind of like spelled out for us. But it could either be Kyoko, and I mean, I feel like we would know if our character did it, but maybe they're just trying to play it sly. But if anyone, I feel like Kyoko might actually, offed them. But speaking of Kyoko, Kyoko's been missing. So that's kind of where we left off. So now we're going into this trial. Kyoko should be reappearing now. We'll see. Let's get into this. What do we got? What do we got? Big red doors. Let's do it. Whoa, Byakuya and... Oh. And Makoto show up together. Yeah. I've got had an auto. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Fair. Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you? Huh? What? Are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Yeah, that's probably that. Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. You can show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or... Oh. Or what? Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? Yep, because where's Kyoko? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. No. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look. It's Kyoko.
Hey.
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko? Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
So it's okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. The school regulation... What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish. So spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty officially. But I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko. So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. Now I've got to deal with the ghost. I hate him. And I hate you more. I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But...
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Yeah, what the hell, Kyoko? Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been all this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search, came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. Took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late?
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. So she went to the second floor dorms, but if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Yoko's account. Okay, cool. More truth bullets.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just have to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem...
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. It's just overthinking what she said, right? Alright, let's get out of here. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. Oh boy, another trial episode, everyone. Hope you're ready. And the door slid shut. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. Can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. The dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. Whoa, what the hell?
I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. Time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, deadly class trial. Cool. Yeah, sure. It's my last save file anyway. Yes. Okay. Set skills. Yes. I want to set skills first. Envious influence. Increase the influence gauge by 5. Effective during the class trial. Costs 4. No. Yeah, there's nothing really I care about. Okay, cool. Open a handbook. Truth bullets, please. I just want to make sure I've got everything under wraps. Fake nails, tattoo, bomb fragment, sprinklers go off at 7:30. Yes. Found the body at 9. We found the knife at the crime scene. There was the tarp. Chicken coop with chicken. There's 5. Oh, there was 4 chickens, not 5. Byaku's account. The body, how it looked before the explosion. The Fenrir soldier, Ikusaba. On Akuma's account, being 16 students, wood block key, titanium arrows, bloody duct tape, and Kyoko's account. Cool. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Cool. Let's get into this. Not much time to waste on that one.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
I don't like this room as much. I like the other one, where it's like hieroglyphs and stuff.
Of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Oh my god, dude, you're an idiot.
Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
I hate
There's a
him.
limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Thank you. This time around, thank you.
So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her is gloves.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In
Yeah.
fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh! You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
Yeah.
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
Yeah, they had fake nails and
I'm not
everything,
convinced.
and the
ghost is just
tattoo.
trying to fool us all.
I hate him. He makes everything so difficult. There's no way the corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why we're going to be stuck here in this case, we'll move forward. Yeah, you're telling me. So I have any choice but to shoot a truth bullet at their stupid arguments. 2 on the right hand, exploded body analysis, and fake nails.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Yeah.
Burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
Oh,
This entire discussion
I
is
used this
idiotic.
one on that one that he just said. Come on.
Okay, then prove
The dead body what?
they got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves before.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse
Crap.
is absolutely...
This entire discussion is
Exploded body analysis. If I'm not mistaken, that was like after the body. But whatever, I'll use it on her.
They got burnt up.
Then she was
Or on
wearing-
him.
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Nope. What's wrong? Did I say something weird? I need to think about one more time. See a contradiction in there somewhere.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove
The
it.
dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Because that corpse is this entire discussion.
Oh, I have to use her.
That Kyoko.
Impossible.
Okay,
Come on.
prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is
Absolute. This entire discussion is
Come on, I would just wanted to absorb her
That
comment.
Kyoko.
Impossible.
okay.
Then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got
Thank
burnt
you.
up.
In the explosion.
Then she was wearing.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing. Because that corpse is
Absolute. This entire
Oh,
discussion
I am
is
going
idiotic.
to cry.
That Kyoko.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up.
In the explosion.
Then she was wearing.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
What? Say some weird. Am I stupid?
That Kyoko there is just
Impossible.
okay. Then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Oh, the fake nails. Okay.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Exactly. The fact that we're having to prove this.
You don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
The fact that we have to prove this to an
Anyone
idiot.
doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
But she,
It should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
don't we know that she doesn't have memories of her old
Okay,
life?
so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Exactly. The other thing, we need to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. Cool. Sprinklers, tattoo on the right hand. Tattoo on the right hand is going to be the only thing that's going to be useful.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then
Uh-huh.
who died?
Uh-huh.
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
Oh. I didn't mean to do that. I was analyzing it. Oops. And then I booped my mic. God dang it. I'm an idiot. Man, I'm just doing horrible this time around.
There's gotta be. I don't think so. The face was scorched, and there wasn't any description. Oh, if we can't identify the body.
Then there's nothing else we can do,
I'm
right?
an idiot. I'm an idiot. I clearly can't do anything right. Nothing functioning. I have poor motor skills at the present moment.
If we can't identify.
Oh, thank goodness.
No, that's wrong.
We can't identify the body. There was a tattoo on the freaking hand. On the hand.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Thanks.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
I hate you.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was
Was the tattoo on the
is
hand.
the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Seriously? You really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
The Compare the tattoo to information. Yep.
I got it!
There you go.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Oh, I hate this. Wolf. Wolf. I don't even need the... Thank you. Oh, thank goodness. They gave me the first two letters off the bat. I hate this. Such dumb
The
questions.
representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. And that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a clue-less trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
Ultimate soldier.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Then, who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more...
I just realized that Ikusaba is a trained
So you're
soldier.
saying she wasn't an important character?
Which of these people could honestly
Which would mean
take her in
she
a
was the
fight?
Same as us. Just another participant.
Even I don't think Kyoko could do it.
Who's the
I don't
real
care how mysterious she
mastermind?
is.
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
I know who
My
the headmaster
information
is.
was not wrong.
I just figured it out.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
Yeah.
Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're
Uh-huh.
saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
I'm gonna take a second to talk because I think I know who the headmaster is. And I could be wrong, I could be absolutely crazy, but if I'm not, this would make perfect sense. She is a trained soldier. Anyone that knows trained soldiers, they don't just slip up like that. Especially her. She's young. She's only in high school. She is young. If she was like an older, person, yeah, maybe. I'd be like, oh, maybe. Age got to him. No, she's young and a well-trained, multi-year soldier who fought in several different things and has so much experience. There is no way she was taken off guard. So, my theory is she's set up. This person was dead in the first place. That, I think the first person we saw standing over our bed was not her. I think she was actually the mastermind. Because it may be just me, just maybe the way they drew the art, but their fingers were different. For the person that had the knife on us versus the person who was dead in front of us. So that's why I say that. So the only thing is that if she died in the first place, we haven't had a lot of deaths, especially of the female variety, that weren't accounted for. The only one that makes any sort of sense, because it was the only one that was a random occurrence. If you're catching my drift, you're seeing where I'm going with this, was Junko. She died strictly by the headmaster's thing. I think Junko is the headmaster. And whoever this is was the person in disguise, like played as Junko, and is actually dead, has been dead even now. Oh, wait, but the blood was fresh and wet. Wait. Unless the sprinklers came on and revitalized the blood. It had a white, cloth over it. We didn't know for sure. Ah, dang it. That kind of, threw it out the window. My own thinking threw it out the window. I don't know. There's something in there that explains that. There's a small detail in there that it could either seal that hole shut or it could bust my entire theory wide open. I think Junko is the mastermind. She's the only one who died of a strange occurrence that wasn't a murder or a punishment. Obviously, no one's just getting away with the punishments. He's been pretty good about being straight about it. But the only problem about any of this is that means he broke his rules this time around, and he just lied to us, saying a student killed. Well, no. Unless you count Monokuma being controlled by Junko as a student, then yes, he isn't wrong. I don't know. But he has been lying to us that Junko has been dead. So, when really it's been Ikusaba all this time. I didn't think my theory had so many holes in it, but at the same time, it makes a lot of sense. My only issue is she is a trained soldier. She doesn't just slip up. I don't even think Hiyoko could take her on, no matter how mysterious she is. Not a single one of these people. Definitely not Toko. Definitely not Hiro. Byakuya is not fighting capable. He's intellectually smart, but I don't think he could take on a trained soldier in a brawl. Our character definitely couldn't. Kyoko's the only one who would stand a chance, and I even don't think she could. I think she's just a smart person. I think it's kind of like Byakuya's situation where he's just smart. She just might have more fighting capability. So that's why I'm like, this doesn't make sense. So my bad. Let's get back to the trial.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be 2 suspects. Yep, me and Kyoko.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there.
Yeah.
So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The 4 of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the 4 of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it. I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Yeah?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
9 o'clock.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
So from 10 to 9. It's almost 12 hours worth. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was probably just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m., and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay, then. Looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden, the sprinklers, because the body was Oh, well, part of the body was dry. Oh, man, there's a lot of holes in my theory.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Okay.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Oh, okay. Come on, Code, don't scare me like that. Okay. Let me zoom back to that point so I can make sure I know all the information they're talking about.
Yeah, from 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the...
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now
Okay,
would be
what do I have to say? There's something that happens in the Guardian at the same time every morning. Thinking back, the corpse was almost totally dry. Yeah.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Exploded body
It took
analysis.
place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto...
Yeah, from
Is that what I need to do?
That's more than enough time
No,
to commit
come
murder.
on.
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now
I'm gonna
would
do
be...
the body analysis at 7:30.
We've established a time. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock. Yep, and Makoto...
Yeah, from 7:30.
That's more than enough time.
Gosh, dang it.
Right, so Makoto, if you have any objections, now
My
would...
brain is not working today.
We've established a time. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock and... Yep,
And Makoto doesn't...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Come on. Dude.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah.
From 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Something that happens in the garden every time every morning. Corpse almost dry, in which case should be a fair hour when the body must be in the garden.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
I don't know what.
To 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder.
7:30?
if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Same time every morning.
We've
Yes,
Established
it's
a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
the sprinklers.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep,
And Makoto doesn't have...
Yeah, from 10 to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
Let me, is there anything I'm missing? Is that what's going on? Fast forward, weak spots, talking, firing truth bullets, loading truth bullets, quick select, flashback, silencer. No, there's literally nothing. Focus gauge, no. Oh, wait. Influence gauge. If you choose the wrong statement, you will take damage if you're influenced. I have no freaking clue.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
yep, and Makoto...
Yeah, from 7:30.
That's more than enough time to... So Makoto, if you
Can
have
I do
any
the
objections,
sprinklers
now
on
would-
it? I only have 2 tries, so I
We've
have to do...
established a time frame. It took
sprinklers.
place somewhere between...
Okay, I can. Thank goodness. God, I was being dumb.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right?
Yeah.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, Then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
Oh my god, I hate you.
I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
My god, shut up.
You're totally wacko.
Both of you.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
He's trying, but you keep talking. I need to prove it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. Can I, if we look at the body itself, should make itself clear, can I choose a piece of evidence? Nope, I have to do this stupid thing. Oh, in me.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything.
Okay.
How can you
This should prove it.
Split body analysis, thank goodness. Oh my gosh. I had to be so careful. I only
Just
have a
remember
heart
what
and a
the
half.
body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
I'm gonna bomb this trial. So hard.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
No, it's wet because of the blood.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Yeah, same.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
Yep.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Ooh, or... Kyoko murdered someone. That's...
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Oh.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course.
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
Yep.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko?
No.
But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all.
Yeah.
And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Nah.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
The
Whoa.
sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
You're trying to get me caught with a tarp. It's a freaking tarp.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
Dude, Kyoko.
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why me? Why are you blaming me?
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place.
Yeah, that's a smart reasoning,
In other
but
words,
dude.
to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? Yeah, but the other side was completely untouched by blood. But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. Yeah. If I refuse what Kyoko... If I have to refute what Kyoko said. For explosion, fragment, what? What? Do I need to... Is this another
By
thing?
covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
Uh-huh.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that
Oh,
side
crap.
wet.
But the
That was
underside
it.
of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down, of course it didn't get dirty.
It was... Yep. It was...
By
Yep.
covering the body with the killer prevented it.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got...
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it
Uh-huh.
was facing down toward... Of course it didn't get dirty.
What?
Shoot!
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason the tarp was open is because the sprinkler got...
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down, of course it didn't get dirty.
What? I remember the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Okay. Yaka even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting any blood on us. Okay.
By covering the body with the tarp,
Oh, before
the killer
body
prevented
before
it
the
from getting
explosion.
wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty is because the sprinkler...
But the underside, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected since it was facing down toward... Of course it didn't get dirty!
That's a lie.
No,
there we go. Oh, I have one heart. If I screw up one time, dude, I am in trouble.
Actually,
Gotta watch
one
my
side
back.
being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
Come on.
Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Oh.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended
Well,
to
that
be
kind
dead.
of helped seal my
No,
theory.
That's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Got blood right there in the garden. That must mean... Ah, chicken! Oh, the chicken! Was it?
I got it!
It was the
Could
chickens.
it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
Where's the corpse, though?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Chicken does sound good, though.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene
Fried
so
chicken.
they wouldn't be spotted walking around.
Ooh, Chick-fil-A. Not sponsored.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
No. It's backwards.
No. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Yeah.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
Oh, come on. She's blaming me.
Pull all that off. Wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Oh, Kyoko.
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
What the hell, Kyoko? And suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. This guy's dead body had been added to the truth bullet section.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one.
So we can get truth bullets during a crime
Makoto's alibi is
trial.
no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
They're gonna figure out that it's the knife I had in my room.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Yep. Let me guess.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Listen, more important. Now that we have this knife, what are we gonna do with it? Can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
Man, we're in the hot seat, dude. I couldn't be sure of exactly what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Well, that's a tough one, dude. Exploded body analysis, disguised dead body. Recommend sneer.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
Uh-huh.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Okay.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Okay.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Okay. Which means the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, and that seals it. Makoto did it.
Okay.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question.
Okay.
You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Huh. Already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Which means the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife we found lodged.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was
If he did have that knife, that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
No, it was
No,
disguise. So getting stabbed couldn't have been what killed her.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
Why'd the knife go
So,
through the coat?
When we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. Yeah. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. Monokuma file.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Then the knife.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
Yeah.
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same
How'd they
thing.
get the bomb there in the first place?
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
No.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
I bet Monokuma's just having fun back there.
Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. Yep, it was the bomb. Am I crazy? Right before the explosion. Oh, fragment. Oh, yeah, because they added the description to the fragment. Right.
After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma.
Was the bomb.
It's part of a bomb.
Looks like a game controller.
Oh,
Right there by her feet.
and the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Yeah, Kyoko is now on the hot seat. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. They said it was a metal pipe from the file. Yeah, there we go.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
Yeah,
The
sure.
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
Yeah.
the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
That was a cover-up and all those other ones on her body weren't fresh. Yeah. Which only leaves...
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of the... There's only one other...
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds
Okay, I
across
think
her
I can use this on
Then
Byakuya's
shall we
statement.
continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Yeah, there we go.
No, that's wrong.
I'm getting smart. I'm picking it up.
Died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
They don't specify what kind of wounds all over her body. Junko had the same kind of stuff going on, if you remember. Junko had the same wounds. Because she got stabbed all over. Give or take, they could have healed. I just booped my mic. Boop. But and who makes the Monokuma file? You know? You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then
They
we're
do.
safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
So I made of wood.
Way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Oh, Lord.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
True.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
Oh, Lord. Both of you, shut up.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
If anyone heard any popping, I was popping my knuckles.
I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Sure. Real murder weapon. Titanium arrows.
I got it!
I'd completely forgotten about those.
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed him.
Climbing back up to the top,
And that
baby.
something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kinda weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Yeah. Play duct tape with lock key, titanium arrows.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
That's still true.
Sure?
Yeah.
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, 'cause in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
Bloody duct tape, you're right. You could have bundled the arrows. Wouldn't be nearly thick enough. Yep.
Titanium, it was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
That was
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, it said the weapon must. It seems like an
too thin.
arrow would.
Duct tape. Yep.
No, that's wrong.
Bundle it up. Then it's as thick and sturdy as titanium pipe.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
A bundle of arrows.
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
No, of course he
Anyway,
wasn't.
That explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Lies.
Oh no, you absolutely
We found the card in
How
your
can you
room.
say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Yup.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will
Yeah.
happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Yeah.
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence. Yeah, we found the key. Is he gonna let me just pick it out? Yeah.
I got it!
Found the key in your
The
room.
one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Where we found it.
Because I found it in your
Wait,
room.
but Byakuya had the key.
In my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just
You
there's
had her
one more
key.
thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something.
What were you doing in my room that night?
Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? She came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? Yeah, okay, you should know better than anyone. Yeah, because the key. I've already mentioned this. Give me Hangman's Gambit. I'd like to do the key. Oh, okay. I want to spell out the word key. Or room key. When the body was found.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
Oh, whoops. Not the
You
killer.
should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker.
Okay.
And then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Yeah.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my and then left the locker key in, but could I really have done that?
What? Wait, Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? Yeah. Which would mean...
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I'm not the killer. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Do I need to do it on proof? Is that what it is?
You aren't.
Okay, yeah, it is. I thought I was crazy. It seemed too simple. I was overthinking it.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
Yeah.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
But then how would I have done it? No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie, but this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the Mastermind has laid for us. Mastermind's trap. The Mastermind's trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... Mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. The only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. Oh, don't tell me you're not gonna point out the lie. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, am I wrong? Yeah, no. What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Let it go. Made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the Mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
I choose to trust Kyoko.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of.
You're gonna say me, aren't you?
Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the Mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up! Huh? Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone Everyone can stop talking now!
What?
He doesn't
Time's up?
want his gimmick
What
exposed.
do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Shoot. E, A, C. Oh, I figured I did bad. Oh, if I get an A, I'm surprised. Consider me surprised. Alright then. Coins. 70 mils. Nice.
Now,
Wait.
who will
Uh-oh.
be chosen
Wait.
as the blackened?
The coins
Will
don't
you
mean a
make
thing.
The right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Hey, hold on!
Uh-oh.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, I believed in Kyoko's lie. I trusted. Don't tell me I'm paying the price. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. Got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey.
It makes perfect sense.
Shing.
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials. And I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills,
Time for your
chills,
heart-pounding,
thrills.
positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko,
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I'm gonna end the episode here. Oh, there's gotta be more. So either next episode is gonna be super short, I'm dead, end of story, or there's more to this going on. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Holy crap. I don't know if I actually had an option. It could have been like that one time where I wanted to tell her the truth, but it wouldn't let me. Maybe I could have just exposed her lie and or run away, I guess. But I chose to trust her. I believe in Kyoko. She's not stupid. I don't think she killed. Well, if you want to figure out what the frick is going on, you may as well go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon, because otherwise you're not going to get notified of the next video. And if you want others to come tag along in this confusing journey right now, hit that like button for me, please, so that way other people get to actually see it. Maybe leave a comment on this absurdity. Maybe I'll be able to reply to them. But yeah, that's gonna be all for now. Like I said, just hit that subscribe button if you want to figure out what's going on. Make sure you also hit the bell, or else you won't know what's going on. You won't know when I upload what's going on. But for now, that's gonna be all. I'll see you all in the next video. May even be the last one. Like Sentinel, logging out.